up with it, y'all? I'm back at it, doing cool stuff. Kinda. So I finally got a new storage unit about a month ago. I got the cars there. I got a couple other things there, a couple totes, jack stands, extra jack, because I will be working on the cars there. I also recently bought some lighting to hang up in there that's super bright, because I tested it out at my dad's shop. Super bright. So today we're going to Harbor Freight. We need a generator, we need an extension cord, and then the way that I wire them all together, I need some wiring. So we need that, butt connectors, some sheathing, stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna set up some lights today, and I'll just kind of go over what my plan is with the unit and the cars in the next couple months, year, you know. So yeah, next clip will probably be at the unit, because I got a half-hour drive ahead of me and it's nothing fancy, so stay tuned. Alright, we got ourselves a 2500 watt inverter generator. I got some oil that I keep in the back of the truck, and I actually got some gas already at my storage unit that I kept in the back of the Civic. It's about a year old, but it's 91 non-oxy, and I put fuel treatment in it, so should be fine. We got a wiring kit, or well, just a bunch of spools of wire, butt connectors, some tape. I think we'll be good. So once we get to the unit, we'll start pulling the lights out, maybe just get them hung up, see how I want to strap shit up. I think I'm just going to hold them up with zip ties for now. I took one wrong turn and I got lost in Albertville. I know where I'm at now though. Welcome to my storage unit. We got the Civic in here, splitters all off because that's what we had to do to transport. We got the turbo tag. So quick rundown. I haven't really gone over this car. Stock B20B, but it's got a turbo. It's a 57, 52, 57. Good size. I can show you guys later, but yeah, that's the most of that. A couple of suspension things, a couple of small things I did, like catch can, and just clean stuff up. The back is gutted. Well, it's full of plastics right now, but the back is gutted. Other than that, pretty stock. Wheel, shifter, and then I did gauges. I actually had to redo two of the gauges because it came with gauges and they were the cheap ones. So, ooh. But yeah, I didn't. I kind of forgot that this was a little bit taller. I was kind of thinking I was going to be able to reach it by hand, but I think we're gonna have to stand on the stack of tires because I didn't bring a ladder, and I should have. I also got to figure out how I'm going to retain the lights. There's a couple holes in the middle and then on the side, so maybe I can hang it kind of like that with zip ties or whatever. But yeah, I gotta bust those out, the lights, and I gotta get the generator open and figure that out. Thinking with the lights, since they're pretty wide, these are 8-foot lights and the unit is about 10, maybe like 9.5 on the actual insides. But the way that these would be mounted to a ceiling or a wall, put these clips on it, you gotta bend them out a little bit just to get them to. And I'm thinking from that hole, or just around this, just kind of daisy chain zip ties. Because I mean, realistically, we only need like 2, maybe 3. We can hang it from those outer holes, and then one clasp in the middle, and then we can go from one of the middle holes. So yeah, outside, middle. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I got that kind of figured out, situated. This is what I was talking about with the wiring. So one end you'll run power. So I'm gonna start off with 4 lights. So 1 on the end, 2, 3, and then 4 on that end. So that end I'll have the power strip with the switch on it to the generator, and then all of these will get connected via these. So you plug into one end, and then you pretty much got to cut your length of wire to get to your next light. So So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this today, but I'd like to get at least 1 or 2 hung. This would be the unit. Sweet. I have to bring, I guess I can put all the trash just back in the box. Fill gas here, add fuel stabilizer, add engine oil below. I actually have all 3 of those things, which is a little heavier than I imagined it to be. It's supposed to be like 50 pounds. Let's get it on the ground here. Ugh. Yeah, we're right off the highway, it's whatever. Also bigger than I thought it was going to be. That there. Alright. That's our fuel. This should be for spark plug. I did some reading up on this thing. Oh, does it slide? Yes, it does. Yeah, so that's our sparkulator. And then oil and stuff should be over here. Or oil might be on the other side. I don't know. Yep, so that's oil fill, air filter, maybe our drip tube. Alright, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll fill this on top of this tote just in case I spill. And then what you do, it's just like every small gas engine, you just fill it up to the kind of, you know, when it's about halfway on this kind-of-ish. So we'll do that. We'll grab some oil, some fuel, and then we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. Make my life better, more gooder. Oh, that's it right there. Oh, no, a little more. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that's right about there. There's my plug. I've never owned my own generator, so this is kind of another step being towards a real man. Oh yeah. Might be too much in there, that's fine. I'm not draining it back out, it's gonna run. Alright, put some gas in this thing. Hands suck. I have a rag going. We'll start with that. Always put more in. Okay, so what they want you to do is to get it on, I believe it would be start, and then you pull it a little to get that fuel in there. And then I guess just let it rip. How about that? You can do the eco mode, but it also adjusts how much power you're using, and then you can turn it off and it'll just always run high. See how it goes down like that? Fuck yeah, good ripper right there. Let her run for a little bit, get her say 5 feet from all objects. That's fine. I'm gonna have to get a little extra tube exhaust for it. I think it's pretty quiet. So yeah, we should be able to run all the lights. I think each light is like 90 watts. So 4 times 90, you know, depending on what they're actually running, you know, we're under 400 watts, so yeah. Makeshift ladder, makeshift ladder. Let's see if 3 will do it. Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right, let's get that light rigged up. All right. Fourth one, the other side. Let's put this down here too. Yeah, I like it. All right. Get some zip ties for the other side. Yeah, I'll probably need 4. It's fine, but then I drop the extra one over. Right on. Looks pretty good. It doesn't even look that bad. It looks good. Check that out. And these got the LEDs on both sides, so it'll kind of go forward and backwards. So this will be friggin' perfect. Just gotta plug stuff in and retain some wires. Yeah, I like it. One connector made up. That should connect 2 lights together. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna push the car forward, wheel those tires back over here, strap up a second light, turn on the generator, plug it all up, and see if both lights come on. Yeah. Alright, we got 2 lights hung, wiring harness to connect them. We're gonna turn the generator on, plug it in, and see what happens. Yeah! Look at that! I think 4 will definitely do it. And if anything, I can do something on the sides, but I'd have to hang them just because there's no provisions. That's pretty dope. I know that works. I think now I have it. Right now, the lights are a little tilted, but that's because, you know, it's the bracket on the zip tie, whatever. We can figure that out later. I might run the other 2 today. I won't film that because all it is hanging lights and running wires. I just wanted to make a kind of a quick little video, give everybody a rundown of what's going on. So we got the unit. So the turbo tag, the swap in that's going to get pulled. I'm going to use the transmission and the turbo kit and a couple other small things for the black Integra. And then new motor will go in the black Integra. All the bits from that car into that, it'll be ready to go. And then suspension stuff and all that. That video will come out in a while. I'm only like halfway through making it. Then we'll just be messing with the OG tech. And then the Civic, I gotta do a couple brake lines. It's all in the bay, so I just gotta swap some stuff around. And this car will be ready to go. So we'll have 2 cars, make some videos on, do some cruising videos, stuff like that, car show videos, you know, whatever. You know, once we get into fall here. And then this car will be next on the list. So once the OG tag is done and I get this car kind of situated, the Civic, then that car is going to go under the knife. And I got a lot of stuff that I want to do to that car. That car I'm going to throw some money at. I've been saving a little bit so that I can buy parts for that. I'm also saving for other things, other adventures in the future. So stay tuned for that. That motor's already done. Just got to get small bits for the motor, and then it's all going to be chassis stuff. So like drivetrain, chassis. We need to rebuild the transmission. We need some better axles to make more power. We need another computer. Could run a standalone. That would be a good idea. Because I want to have that thing juiced up. You know, like rolling anti-lag and all that. and you know, one of those digital screens for the dash. I think that'd be super cool. Maybe some subs or something, you know, like early 2000s like racer build, but actually make it look decent. I don't know yet. Repaint it, that I don't know. I can't do any painting in here, unfortunately, but I got places where I could do that, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know. What should I do with the turbo tag? Should I fully repaint it? Should I don't know. You guys, I mean, say whatever you want. Tell me what I should do, and I might do it. I don't know. I kind of know, but I don't. That makes sense. Other than the cars, the plan with the unit is to kind of just be a little workshop. So I'll have the 2 cars in here, be able to tinker with them, but also, you know, have a couple tools in here and stuff like that. So like you've seen, I brought the jack in here, a couple jack stands. I won't keep my cherry picker here, but I will have it here, you know, at some point, in case I gotta pull something, you know, like when I pull the engine out of the tag. But I already got the table, so I don't know if this probably won't stay here. My original plan is in the back here, and this is a second door, so this opens and I can still move around. But the plan is have these 2 cars sit more forward and either off to one side, you know, put them on dollies so I can move them side to side, but mostly pushed up that way. And then back here have a table, a little toolbox, and then like a shelf or like a cabinet right here, just kind of all in the back and in this corner area. And that'll kind of be like the workstation. And then, you know, you can bring everything up past over here, work on the cars, mostly just tinker with them. I'm not really going to be doing anything crazy in here. Probably the first steps of the turbo tag will be built in here. Other than that, there's a lot of stuff that I have at home that I will need for this car. So yeah, that's kind of the plan with the unit. But yeah, other than the lights and then, you know, a little toolbox and the table and the cabinet, nothing really crazy. I was thinking of like a cabinet and a shelf just to store parts in here. Actually, that probably will happen because I have a lot of extra cylinder heads and blocks. You guys have seen it, so I can just store those here. And then if I decide I'm going to keep them, you know, pull them out, rebuild them, or list them online and sell them, or rebuild and then sell, you know, whatever I decide to do. But yeah, that's the plan with the unit. Thank you for watching this little update video. I actually didn't even plan on filming this today. I just kind of decided, hey, right after work, I'm going to come to the storage unit and put some lights up and do some filming for you guys, because all of my other videos, it's like a year in between, or half a year in between, because I've got a lot to film and I want to put it all together at once and put it out. So this is a little in-betweener video, a little intermediate, little interlude, little coffee break video. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Stay tuned for more videos and the cool cars and my homies' cars and shenanigans like that. Peace.